Hi, this is Glenn from CTFairBet.com. Thank you for visiting our site. Today we're going to talk about something that I should have before, but as usual, the poker room gets treated like a red-headed stepchild. And I'm sorry for that. And the only reason why I'm addressing it now, one of my dice buddies who plays a lot of craps called me like 2-3 days ago and said that he has some problems in the poker room. Not so much with the staff, just about how little play and he couldn't really catch a good game. So I started looking at some of my poker emails. And poker room, I'm sorry if I haven't addressed this, but I got so much problems with the rest of the floor, and for other people that are looking at my site for the main thing that I was supposed to take care of. I'm sorry, and this was never supposed to be about taking care of Mohican's problems as far as what's going on the floor, or this to be a grievance problem. But by the same token, I work with so many good people at Mohegan Sun that there's a lot of open sores there, and they can't speak for them. This is not like it's a regular corporation and they can go to the state. This is a tribal property. So your grievances have to go to HR, which they have good intentions, but it's tribal HR, and they can put all the lipstick on the pig they want, but it's still a pig. Because if you say something, ultimately the state has nothing to do with it, and they can do whatever they want. And the people at HR have a good heart. They really want to help you, but they got handcuffs on. Nothing's going to get done. So they really want to help you. I had plenty of issues when I went to HR, where they, you can see the empathy on their face, and, I got a final written warning for passing out. Unlike some clog boy that said that I threw a bottle of water because the moron didn't know what was going on, and he had the audacity to repeat something that was actually private information, because only Paul Farrell and Trevor was in the room. So I don't know where he got that. So you're not supposed to be talking about stuff that's private information. So, but that's going to be handled at a later time. So we're supposed to be talking about casino transparency and accountability, taxes, treatment of union and non-union members, upward mobility for everybody, litigation in the state and federal court, regulated by the state police, and fair for non-tribal casinos to operate. But that's not what we're going to do. My buddy was breaking my chops. He comes to Mohegan Sun usually every Friday and Saturday. Excuse me. Basically plays craps only, and he plays poker. So I got a bunch of poker emails. So guys, I'm just going to grab a couple, and forgive me if I don't grab all of them. Basically, is that time current? That started at the top of the hour? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Thank you. So I want to address with, this is also what my buddy said. He says he goes to Foxwood because they give him more. He said at Foxwood he can play on a 2 to 5 game, and he gets like 15 to 20. He says that Mohegan Sun he gets like, he used to get like $2 to $3 an hour. Now he's getting like 50 cents. He says a lot of times the tournaments aren't even getting filled. Then I got some more emails from poker dealers. So I'm gonna skim through some because I don't want to take all night with this. So let me go through this, and this is 3 pages of a female poker dealer, and I'm pretty sure she's got more important things to do than this. But she knows if she goes to HR and reports, and this is basically the guy who runs the room. And this is another great email. By the way, you spelled my name wrong. Hi, Glenn, with 2 N's. My name's with 1 N. My family couldn't afford the other N. So it's Glenn with 1 N. He says, hey, Glenn, keep up the good work. Someone has to tell the truth. Well, a lot of people can't tell the truth. I'm out of the casino business. I'm not coming back. I escaped from Mohegan Sun years ago. The first time I met Mark Clueless, I knew he wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. I never heard the name Mark Clueless. Mark, you got so many enemies because you've hurt so many people. Inside that building. Outside, yeah, okay. I still remember him falling down drunk and throwing up while he was gambling at Foxwood. If it wasn't tribal, he'd probably be cleaning toilets that he's qualified for. People can't say what they really think because they'll lose his job. Carry on, an ex-co-worker. Sent from a Sprint Samsung Galaxy S7 phone. Oh, that's a good phone or a bad phone?
It's a good one.
Is it a good phone?
Yeah.
I got an LG, is mine a good phone or a bad phone, Benicio?
It's not the best, but
I can't hear you.
it's not the best, but it works. It's
Okay.
not quite the.
You got a nice phone though.
Yeah.
All right, so
6S.
I'm gonna go through this one. This is a female dealer, and she's kind of hot, kind of mad, and obviously I can't use her name, but I'm gonna go through it real fast. And she said that Mark has her favorites, and the dealers get the good spots, and he tries to intimidate people. And she says sometimes she'll stand in front of dealers and glare at them and stand in front of the game to see if they make a mistake. Well, first things first, he doesn't even know how to set a hand in poker. So if he stands in front of you, you should say to him, hey, Mark, excuse me, did I set this right? And he'll run away. Just kidding. That will get you fired because he's tribal. She says that she has heard him say, Mark asks girls about sex. He has heard girls talk about female dealers in the pit about sex. He has seen girls get tapped off the game and brought in the back office, and they have shut the door. Oh my God. The girls that are friends with him deal the best games and make the most money every day. It's so obvious, and he doesn't even care. A lot of the other girls are so offended and so scared. They can't say anything because they know Mark's tribal. And everybody knows, but, table games can't do anything about it. This is a tribal issue. I'm not sticking up for the tribal vice president, the vice president of table games, but this is above his head. Okay, I guess because he's tribal, he can sexually assault and harass anybody and that he wants, and he knows he's not going to get fired. Okay, getting back to gambling, everybody's gone, went to Foxwood. Mark doesn't even know the basics about poker. Mark comes in the room and acts like Hitler and wants to fire everybody. It's ironic that he thinks that he's the most important in the room, but he's the one with the least knowledge. Again, as long as he's tribal, he can cost everybody else their job, but he keeps kids. He can keep his job. He can cost hundreds of people's their jobs, but yet he gets to go home and sleep great, knowing he'll have his job in the morning. tribal members, a tribal member like him that is more interested in sexually harassing us, mean female dealers, is safe to having his job. In your last video, you asked management to do their job. I think they should take the room from him and save ours. Hey, you know what? The last guy who was in a poker room, I don't know what happened to Josh. I worked with him before. He was a nice fella. I don't know what happened. I heard the other guy before that was Muhammad Ali and punched out the girl in the garage. I don't know if that's true or not. That's a story that I heard. But it's obviously Mark can't run a room, doesn't know poker. So why would you let somebody run your room that doesn't have poker? And the guy is a bully. And you guys think I had a beef with Mark? I do not have a beef with Mark. I have a beef with incompetency, rudeness, and somebody that exploits their tribal preference. I work with plenty of people in table games that have tribal, they don't even bring it up. I worked with plenty of guys that had tribal preference on a boxing commission. You wouldn't even know they're tribal. Even when people ask them at a boxing event, they don't even bring up their tribal preference because they have class and they want to do their job like everybody else and they don't want to stand up and say, you know, I got a job for life. So I think the intimidation's got to go away, or the sexual harassment is going to come back to haunt the tribe. So I'm going to do other ones on poker. I need the poker room people, if you would. I don't know anything about poker. If you could help me, I got some email from the poker room from Foxwood. If you can send me more, I need all the help I could get. Again, Mohegan Sun supervisors and dealers, if you could send me some more stuff, I need your help. I need your guidance, and I really appreciate it. And you have the strictest confidence in me. I promise you I would never disclose anything. But again, send me more stuff and I will help it. I will help you guys as much as I can. This is Glenn Costalis. Oh, by the way, we're over 20,000 hits on our sites. But thank you again for visiting us at CTFairBet.com. But you can email me at CTFairBet@gmail.com. You can also go to Facebook. And thank you for your time. Take care.